Hi, I'm Alvin Lim of GreattoysOnline.com, and I'm going to do a quick overview of one of the brands that we distribute here in the Philippines, which is basically Banpresto Japan. So Banpresto is Bandai's subsidiary for crane price products. Here in the Philippines, we have two major amusement park companies, which is Quantum and Time Zone. For the local amusement parks, they use the crane machine to grab stuffed toys, pillows, etc. But in Japan, the major prices that you can get from crane machines would be items like this one, which is actually a figure from Banpresto Japan. So basically, these are called crane prices. So in Japan, they are displayed like this style, where the toy products are lined up in the machine. And another photo here would be like this one, which would also show how a crane price is being displayed in Japan. So basically, these items, they have the small holes here on the side of the boxes, like for this one, for this, the Master Star piece, they would normally have holes here on the side. Basically, when a staff would display the product on a crane machine, they would punch a hole on the side. So when you put tokens inside the machine would go down, grab the toy, and you could actually win the prize. In Japan, each of the token is usually 100, 200, 300, as much as 500 yen per token. Since the box is very hard, it's very easy to win the product. So like an example here, not sure if you can see, there's a perforation here, there's lines here which the crane operator would punch so that it would create a hole so that the machine could easily grab onto the prize. So outside Japan, in countries like Philippines, US, Hong Kong, Taiwan, Thailand, etc., the crane prizes are sold direct to customer through collector stores, etc. So basically, for here in the Philippines, as I mentioned, the items are available for order through Great Toys, as well as authorized dealers and resellers. So basically, most of the game price items are being sold for as low as 300 peso to the normal average retail price of 800 peso. That is for the current pricing as of June 2016. The new items are being released every month. So unlike other collectible toys that you always see the same figure being reproduced again and again and again, for game price items, they're usually only produced one time only and never reproduced again. An example would be this one. This is Gene Freaks from Banpresto. So this is number 01, which is for Luffy. Example, this item was released in June 2016. They would release number 1 and number 2 figure. Then on July, they would release number 2 figure, which is another character. Like example, this would be Nami. Then for August, number 03, number 4, number 5, number 6, all the way up to the completion of the line. This would give collectors excitement that every month there would be new items coming out, and that they would always come back to the same amusement park or so to try to win the figure again. And because of it, example, we're already on number 10 in the series. It would be difficult to get figure number 1, figure number 2, since they're practically sold out, and more or less they'll never be reissued. So the secondary market price for game price items increases quite fast. Actually, there are now figures like, for example, One Piece Grand Line Men or Master Star Piece figures being sold currently in Japan for like 4,000 or 5,000 peso, but originally they would only cost 700, 600 peso. That's how fast the appreciation price for game price items. So game price items, they vary from type as well as pricing. Banpresto every month offers different type of game price items to give excitement to the customers. Like there are times that we have mugs, drinking mugs, we have keychains, We have spoon and fork, we have bags, we have stuffed toys, we have pillows, and blankets, towels, handkerchief, etc. Every month, different items to give excitement to the customers. That there always be something new and something innovative for them to try to win in the crane machine for Japan and for here in the Philippines for customers to buy here. So basically, I'd like to give you an overview of some of the products for Banpresto. An example would be this one, which would be a plush doll, which is produced by Banpresto. Most of these plush dolls are selling for 650 to 700 peso. That would be the SRP price as of June 2016. This is from Yokai Watch. Then another item would be this one. This is Jeans Freak from Banpresto. So each figure, the quality is very, very high since it's a Japanese product. Since they are mass-produced product, the pricing are pretty low. There may be slight imperfections on the item, but overall, the quality is very, very high for all of these products. So this is a typical DXF figure, which would normally retail for 700 peso. Another example would be this one, the Master Star Piece figure. The size is quite big for Master Star Piece. This is an example of the Master Star Piece figure and retails for 800 peso for this figure. So the figure is solid, made of solid PVC ABS. It's not hollow, it's very solid. So this is an example of Vegeta. Then we have the smaller game price figure like this one. The smaller figures are usually 450 peso. Another example is this one, WFC, World Figure Collectible or World Collectible Figure, WCF. These comes in very different volumes and numbering. So this is number 007. It's usually DB number 001 all up to 100 something. Every month they would normally release 6, 7, 8 figures. So every month customers would be expecting 5, 6, 7 new figures to complete the whole lineup. So example for One Piece, you have Luffy, Nami, Frankie, and the rest of the crew. Every month they release a couple of new figures from one story arc. Then another month they would release another new set. For example, one of the filmsy One Piece figure. Then for this month they will be released One Piece Film Gold figure lineup for WCF. Then we have SQ figures, which is a bit higher quality than the DXF. They're normally a bit more expensive, usually 50 to 100 peso more expensive, but the quality is much better and much bigger. Like for example, this would be the figure inside this box. Comes with a separate chair, and the quality is very, very nice and very good for figure. Then we have a few more examples here for SQ figures, which retails for around 700 peso on average. Banpresto, as I mentioned a while ago, does produce different type of items, so to give excitement to the customers. This is one example. This is Dragon Ball balls, the magic balls. 650 peso would give you a box of 7 Dragon Balls, and it's packaged in a very cute packaging like this one. Then another example like this one. This is Hatsune Miku. So Banpresto would collaborate, like example Good Smile, to produce new and different items for them. This is a figure that comes with a stage display. This is the Miku figure. The stage display is inside the box. So when you open the item up, there's a carton inside and plastic wrapping to protect the item. This is the stage. This is the stage item, and the stage backdrop is here in the back. For original Banpresto items, the packaging is properly packed in plastic, sealed, and the figure would normally come wrapped in bubble wrap and hard carton. If the item is a bootleg, normally it's just the figure's just shoved into the box and bubble wrap, and the box would be printed in a very bad manner. You can see there's some pixelation here, the colors are a bit off, the box is a bit softer, then there would be no license sticker, etc. That would be signs of a fake figure. The Banpresto figures are priced very competitively here in the Philippines. So bootleg Banpresto figures are like 500, 600 peso. Original ones are 700 peso. Fake ones, you don't have resale value. You can't, it'd be so difficult to sell it to another person. But original figures, they would appreciate over time, and it would be very easy to resell to another collector, even to overseas collectors, which would be very in demand overseas. So other figures, like example, we have other licenses here. This is for Mask Rider and also for Dragon Ball. So you can see the really good quality of Banpresto figures here. Very good paint sculpt, very good quality, very heavy. Most of these figures, on average, they weigh around at least 300, 400 grams per figure. And what's also nice when it comes to Japanese licenses is that you don't get to see the same characters being produced again and again and again. It's not like Spider-Man this month, Spider-Man again next month, Spider-Man again in a few months from now. Japanese licenses, they try to have a closure when it comes to the product, so you don't end up with like overload of too much same figure, same character. Banpresto would try to plan the products properly. You don't get to see the same products again and again. So this is an example of how nice the figures are. This is Master Star Piece Trafalgar Law. This is the figure, 800 peso or 700 more. Most of the Master Star Piece. This is the box. So usually when you open, the figure would come disassembled. The blade would be also disassembled. Then you'd have a good time to reassemble the figure and pose it. So except for the regular items that you get to see in Japanese game price machines and retail stores, Banpresto produces some limited edition items for exclusive to events or exclusive to special distributors like Great Toys. An example would be this one. This is King of Artists Monkey D. Luffy Red Hawk version. This item was only exclusively sold through Great Toys as well as selected distributors, and only sold through special events like Anime Expo in the US. Here in the Philippines, this was only sold in cosplay. This was announced in Cosplay Mania 2015. This item was never released in Japan. This special color, I mean, was never released in Japan, only released outside Japan. The pricing is a bit higher for the exclusive figures because of the limited run, but the secondary market is very high also for collectible figures like these. This one currently on eBay is going for at least $100 US for this figure. So basically, this is the lineup